Hello everyone, welcome to Morning English. This is Max.
Hello everybody, this is Cecilia. 欢迎大家收听早安英文。It's International Children's Day. So, Max, how do kids in Britain celebrate Children's Day? What?
No, we don't.
You don't?
No, I didn't actually know that International Children's Day was a thing until I came to Asia. It's quite popular here, isn't it?
Well, it's in China.
Well, at least in China.
Yeah, I grew up celebrating it. When I was in school, we celebrated every year. And the way we have celebrated is like, as kids would have to prepare these programs, the dances and songs, like we celebrated ourselves.
You performed for the teachers and the parents?
你这么一说，怎么感觉有点被骗了呀？怎么我们过节还得我们给别人表演节目哈？
So you have to prepare some songs and your parents come and you have a whole performance.
I think it's just for the rest of the students.
Okay, because your parents are like, every day is your day, so I'm tired.
Yeah, I guess so. So if there are any kids listening, happy Children's Day to you.
You should be at school though.
Yeah, it's Tuesday. Although it's a better way to spending the day listening to our show. 所以呢，今天是儿童节，分享一些关于儿童的好玩的语录或者说段子之类的。大家呢也可以跟我们聊一聊自己经常跟孩子说些什么呀，什么你老实点啊，什么一边玩去啊之类的。
You see, I don't have children and I'm not a child myself. So tell me why I should get excited about Children's Day.
Well, first, you are a child in your parents' eyes. Second, you have your inner child, and so do I. Third, I think everybody needs to be a child from time to time.
Anyway, your inner child is the part of your personality that still reacts and feels like a child.
我们常常说啊，每个人心里都住着一个孩子，你可以把它理解为童心，你也可以理解为你的内在自我。那么内在小孩的这个概念呢，我们就把它叫做 inner child.
Well, I guess you are right. This is a chance for us to let out our inner child.
So, I've read an article about how to get in touch with your inner child.
How, anyway?
Step 1, identify your inner child. Close your eyes, 闭上眼睛，把你自己想象成一个小孩子。当时在跟老师、家人还有同学去接触的时候，是一个怎样的感觉和心情呢？那这个可能是你去追溯你的一个最原始的本能和本性的方法。Step 2, describe your inner child. What does he or she enjoy? Does he or he have some irrational fears?
Yeah, that's kind of similar to the first step.
Yeah, but make some conclusions after that. And then the step 3 is nurturing your inner child.
You have to develop a plan of action or any unresolved issue you might have. And get in touch with those body senses and figure out how to share your true feelings with people.
有些时候呢，我们要自己了解自己之后，才知道怎么去跟别人沟通，去讲述自己，抒发自己。好了，今天是儿童节嘛，也别可劲儿琢磨我们自己了，来聊聊小朋友们哈。Here are some interesting quotes about children, and here is one by Fran Lebowitz. I don't know who that is, but he said, even when freshly washed and relieved of all obvious confections, children tend to be sticky.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I totally learned that. 就是说小孩总是黏糊糊的，不知道为什么。那尽管他刚刚洗完澡，身上也没有糖。那 confections 就是糖果或者说甜食。
Right. Out of the bath, they are still sticky somehow.
Not just in the sense of physically sticky, though. They just cling to you. 小朋友有的时候就是想黏着你嘛。那这个 cling to 就是黏住或者依靠的意思。They just want to be close to people.
And here's another quote about children. It said, you can learn many things from children. How much patience you have, for instance.
These are the things that I realized that are very true when it comes to little kids. They're just a test for their parents' patience, definitely.
I think that what's good about kids is that they observe things that we don't anymore. You know, our minds have been trained.
Exactly. We've been through training, we've been through school, you know, all these kinds of institutions, so our mind is sort of trained now. But kids, they don't have any filters, right? 孩子们看世界的眼光是没有带滤镜的。
Yeah, they haven't been manipulated or changed in this way or that way yet. and so they can see things in a more creative way.
The reason is that they haven't been taught to distinguish what is important and what's not. Distinguish 就是指辨别、区别，就是说孩子们呢还没有被要求按照大人的思维模式去辨别什么重要，什么不重要。
Yeah, kids can play with a roll of toilet paper. I know so many people who gave their kids these fancy little gifts, and all the kids want to do is play with the box.
That's why here is another quote. It says, a child can answer questions that a wise man cannot answer.
Yeah, because I think they do things more intuitively.
Yeah, they base their decisions on gut feelings. Gut feelings 就是我们说的直觉、第六感，也就是说孩子们都是凭直觉来做选择的。那么凭直觉、直觉的，我们还可以用刚刚那个词 intuitively。那它的名词形式呢，就是 intuition 直觉。
They just haven't gone through the mill because no matter how open and creative your education, it's still going to restrict the way you think.
Mill 就是指这种磨坊哈。那所以 go through the mill 就是表示经过磨练的，或者说经受严格训练的。
Here is one reason why kids are so special. It's a quote by Robert Brault. He said, "The world is as many times new as there are children in our lives."
Oh, that's sweet.
The world starts over. Life starts over again as you grow old with your kids. You start from zero and you see how a person is formed, the stages they go through, etc.
没错，孩子就意味着新的开始啊。Here is a quote that I like, talking about little kids doing nothing. It's actually a quote by Rousseau, I think. He said, "You are worried about seeing him spending his early days in doing nothing? What? Is it nothing to be happy? Nothing to skip, play, and run around all day long? Never in his life will he be so busy again."
We think that kids do nothing constructive, but they do, or they don't produce any results. But that's how kids spend their time.
没错啊，人家还是小孩嘛，就是要去跑，要去跳，要去感受世界。那需要他们来发挥什么建设性的作用啊？那建设性的、有助益的，我们用 constructive 这个形容词。
And the sad thing is we punish them for having too much energy or running around too much. But really, that's what they need to do.
So I guess what we need to do is to make sure that they burn their energy in a safe way.
Speaking of active kids, especially boys, here is a quote. It says, "The definition for a boy is a nose with dirt on it." I think that's a decent definition.
就是说什么是男孩子呢？就是一个脏脏的鼻子。
Usually, especially back then, kids would have a running nose, so it's easy to have dirt on your nose.
Ew, gross. That sounds disgusting.
Don't you remember your brothers? Oh, yes, you're an only child.
I am the only child, but I was running around as a boy, and I might have dirt on my nose too.
All right. So, kids, enough lessons for today. Go out and have fun.
Yeah, enjoy your day, kiddos. 在这个特别的日子里，祝大朋友小朋友们都节日快乐哈！永远都做无忧无虑的孩子。
So, thank you so much for listening. This is Max.
This is Cecilia. See you next time.
Bye.
This podcast is from Morning English.
学口语就来早安英文。